Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Backroads Broadcasting. Sorry about the delay in the broadcast. We're having a little bit of network issues up here in Marysville, trying to get connected to a stream that will actually stay connected here in the bowl that is Homer Hanson Stadium at Marysville. We're going to get going on YouTube, so if you normally join us on Facebook, thank you for joining us over here on YouTube. We will see what we can do about keeping going, but we will keep working on the signal throughout the night, so we may have intermittent service coming and going. We have about 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go until kickoff. Here, big game tonight, Rock Creek Mustangs at the Marysville Bulldogs. This will be basically the 3A Division 5 matchup of the evening. Marysville Bulldogs coming in tonight's game, sitting at 5-0 with big wins over a top 2A team in the Nemaha Central Thunder, winning that game 16-8, and then against the 4A NCKL foe Wamego Red Raiders 22-20. They did get a bit of a scare last week on the road. They were down in Abilene taking on the Cowboys, and they came out of that game in overtime 22-20. But tonight they're back home where they've been really, really good this year. The emotion's going to be high. They just finished up senior night just a little bit ago. So they're wanting to go out on top here and take the top spot in the Division 5 3A district. Mustangs, of course, coming in at 4-1 in the night's game. Tough road matchup for them. Their only other loss on the season, if you've been following along, was back in week 2, a 0-20 loss against the Red Raiders. That was the first time the Mustangs have been shut out since November 11th of 2022 season. That was a playoff matchup against the Andale Indians. Mustangs have bounced back both offensively and defensively since. Been averaging about 40 points a game. They've only allowed the opponent into the end zone once in that same stretch. So Mustangs may not have a signature win on the season, but they do have 2 impressive victories over the Abilene Cowboys, 42-6, and then again last week against Clay Center Tigers, 21-0. Both those wins were at home, but this will be the second big road test of the season.
Number 71, Angel Rivera.
Marysville captains coming out on the field. That's going to be number 5, Dakota Slupianic, number 1, Will Otot, and number 67, Ashton Schaefer. For the Mustangs, it's going to be number 35, Cooper Sieben, number 8, Mac Lee, number 61, Mason Faith, and number 74, Caleb Conroe. So Mustangs hope to win the toss here. Bulldogs normally run in a flex-style offense. They're going to be running the ball probably 70 to 80% of the time. Tough offense to have when you're behind, so they want to get the lead and basically just run the clock. So Mustangs want to get the ball early, get on the board, and force the Bulldogs to speed up their offense just a little bit and not work the clock quite as much. So ball possession is going to be key tonight for the Mustangs, and we'll get to routes to victory here as soon as the coin toss is done. So we are here at Pat Landall Memorial Field. We're on top of the Crow's Nest press box. So it looks like the Mustangs have won the toss, and they're going to elect to defer. Little surprised on that. I thought they might take the ball first, try to get points on the board early on, but Marysville will accept the kickoff. We're about a minute and a half away. Let's go ahead and take a look at those routes to victory if we have those available. Getting a lot of strange looks. We'll get back to that here in just a little bit. We've been working so hard making sure we got signal strength to be able to do a broadcast. But here we go. Tonight's routes to victory presented by us, Backroads Broadcasting. So we talked about it. Bulldogs are going to have a flex. So the defense needs to know your assignments. They need to win that line of scrimmage, and they need to be efficient on offense. They need to make sure that they are putting points on the board with every possession they have. For the Marysville Bulldogs, they need to stop the quarterback. Mac Lee has had quite a run here in the last 2 weeks. They need long, sustained drives, keep that Mustang offense off the field, and they need to protect the football, make sure they have no turnovers. They don't want any short possessions, give it back. They want to take as much time, milk as much clock as they possibly can, get a lead, and just roll it out. So if you've been a Rock Creek Mustang fan for years, the offense of the Marysville Bulldogs will look very, very similar to what the Mustangs ran about 5-6 years ago. Flex bone offense with 3 backs. Have 2 slot backs, fullback. They'll run a few other sets, but that's the primary offense that they'll run out of that. Tonight we'll keep an eye on the quarterback for the Bulldogs. That's number 1, Will Otot. He's going to be the main handler of that. Another one's going to be number 2, Grant Hafley. And then number 5, the fullback, Dakota Slupianic. Mustangs have yet to kind of run with a feature back since the injury to Drew Becker, but Mac Lee has kind of taken a load. 2 straight 100-yard rushing games. Offense has kind of changed a little bit for the Mustangs. Normally kind of a more pass. Last week they ran about 50 run plays versus about 10 pass plays, so a little bit different. Number 31, Jackson Pendle, set to kick it away here for Mustangs. We're about to get started. Nice kick. That's going to be fielded by number 10, Nate Shoddy. He's got himself a seam. He's up past, one move. He's past 30. Jackson Pendle making a touchdown tackle there at the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for the Marysville Bulldogs. They'll be wearing the all black and a breast cancer awareness socks. Mustangs are dressed in their all whites, black helmets. 80 degrees here in Marysville at kickoff. No wind, which I was told not to say, but no wind blowing. A little bit of a smoky haze over the field from the gunshot cannons going off during senior night, but we're set to go. Marysville's first possession. That's going to be handed off number 5, Lupianic. He's going to bounce off a few. He's going to pick up about 8 yards.
Run on the play by number 5, Lupianic. Brought down by number 15, Carson.
Bulldogs will run a lot of misdirections. You'll notice the defensive line does a lot of submarine blocks trying to take out the defensive line. Knees. Again, based off of normal possession, they're going to run it about 80% of the time probably tonight.
Marysville at the 46. Quarterback keep on play by number 1, Will Otot.
Otot there. Going to pick up about 2 yards and enough for the first down.
Good enough for a Bulldog. First down.
So Judd McCormick here at Backroads Broadcast, flying solo on the microphone tonight, so you'll get real annoyed with my voice before the staff's over, I'm sure. We're going to do we try to keep you updated on all the plays that's happening on the field, as well as stats. Bulldogs set in their flex bone. 2 wide receivers out to the bottom. That's going to be pitch out to number 24. That's Carmen Wetter.
Run on the play by number 24,
Cameron Wetter. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Noah Wahlberg.
So Mustang defense to be tested tonight.
Marysville at the 37.
We're going to have to see some different packages out there by the defense. Otot under center. He's going to keep it off to the right side. He's going to do a late pitch to number 2. That's Grant Hafley.
Run on the play by number 2, Grant Hafley. Brought down by number 1, Eli.
About a 5-yard pickup there by Hafley. That's going to be enough for a first down.
First down.
So already 4 plays for the Bulldogs, 4 different rushers.
10 Bulldogs at the 32.
Bulldogs setting 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. Otot, that's going to be a handoff. Slupianic, he's got the edge there. Got on the right edge. He is going to be dragged out of bounds on about the 13-yard line. Looks like Noah Wahlberg on the tackle.
First down.
18-yard pickup there for Slupionic.
Run on the play by number 4, Cameron Wetter. Brought down by number 7.
Cameron Wetter on the rush. Maybe gained about a half a yard there. Going to bring up a second long.
Marysville on the 13.
Mustangs have been here before several times. Defenses sometimes been, but they're in a no-break situation right here. They want to really keep dogs out of the end zone here with 9:09 first quarter. It's going to be a pitch out to the outside for 2 Hayes. Good job by the Mustangs swallowing that up. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards.
Brought down by number 15, Carson
To Buren on the tackle there. It's going to bring up about a 3rd and 12 on the 16-yard line. Again, we apologize on the little internet signal where we may buffer out and drop once in a while, but stick with us. We'll try. Otad under for the Bulldogs. Otad. Looks like Ezra there for the Mustangs.
down and 9.
Here, they're going to be going for it. By the defense. Todd went to the pitch. A little bit far over on their first possession. Green. So must nearly intercept orders.
On the play. Broken up on the play by
Backfield. To the outside.
incomplete pass on the play. Number 9.
Third and 10 from the Mustangs. 43-yard line. Right in the middle, that was intended for him.
Donovan DeVito.
Gets a good punt. Fair catch call.
And the kick is down.
JT Becker.
the 24.
Their own 24-yard line. The West. Coming out. So you're going to have DeBeat.
Number 8, Matt Lee.
Man.
Brought down by number 50.
Furniture. Team 52. If you're looking for a full bedroom office, but furniture matters. Then stuck at 302 East Point.
Peter Marks.
Man, that's Riker Zeller struggling. He is close now. I think he's going to be beyond it. Riker Zeller. First and 10 on the third. Fake handoff to DeBeat up the middle. He had a little bit of room there. Up about 8 yards on that run.
Down by number 1.
Safety. Things to the top. Sorry, he went.
And
A 7-0 lead. Is 7 estimate. Tossic Landscapes. Give Sher 008 to schedule. Session here with production, working hard to make the bandwidth and signal strength. Center.
number 24, Cameron Webb. Gain of 3 on the play. It's second, Marysville.
Ooh. Seven. Out there to number 2. So we did a reload of the cameras there. We were back getting ready to start with second quarter action here at Marysville High School, Pat Landall Memorial Field. As you can see there, Rock Creek with a 7. Down in distance. Looks like, but end up staying 20-yard line.
Intended for number 4, Gavin Rosa.
So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Mustangs. Around a lot here in the first half. More points. An offense is not a great offense to run if you're running from behind late here in the first half. Up there. Out to Bell. He's going to be ran out of yard down about a 4-yard pickup there on the
play to number 1.
Game. Backfield for Mackley. Up about first down. I thought he was about a yard shy. Right there for about Eli. From that scramble. Becker, 5 minutes left to play here in the 10 for the Bulldogs. That was break there for the Mustangs. To break right there.
Play by number
1 for coming. Top Shoddy edge out 3 yards, 2 yards.
Marysville.
Going to take a Mustang. Wade Roddy. Pay attention to that. Things coming back out. Dang. 41-yard rush by Dawson Rankin there. This breaking the action is going to be brought to you by Little Apple. Two pass plays. That's
On the play.
beautiful state. We're on top of the curve here. I highly recommend. Motion. Job of basically making out on the tackle. That's going to remain about a fourth. That's their first stopped. Make the Bulldogs. Rankin in motion. He's still. So that's going to be a play.
For number one. For number one.
Ball was in the air. Is that clutch teammate for so call. Is that clutch teammate for so call 494.